Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmers Podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702. This is
Geremy with a G.
And today we are just having our little normal sports talk podcast. We have some videos coming out shortly. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. Follow us on social media, all that good stuff if you want. If you don't, it's cool. I mean, it's free. It's not that big a deal. What was I going to say? We have some videos coming out soon, and there's just be clips of us. Also, we will be having a sports video game podcast. A couple gamers are going to join us. Some Twitch streamers are going to join us, small time. And basically what we're going to be talking about is Madden, NCAA, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, our likes, dislikes, what we would add, what we keep. And then we're just going to go into random things about other games that we like that are sports related. We'll have Rocket League on there, Blitz the League, Fight Night, UFC, WWE, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, and NBA Jam, stuff like that. So that'll be on Saturday about 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to have a blast there. So today, first thing we're going to talk about is my man's team. When I said my man's team, we're going to talk about how was you feeling today when you found out your Lord and Savior, Marc Badain.
Our Lord and Savior.
I was giving you shit. When you found out that the man resigned, how'd you feel about that?
I was shocked, but at the same time, I felt it was to be expected. And I think, honestly, it's got to do with somewhat of a power struggle, probably between him and Davis.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not the first time we've seen something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, Amy Trask resigned, I think it was March or May 2013.
Okay.
And then Badain took over in 2015. So, I mean, it's not the first time we've seen it. Because Amy Trask, when she resigned, she had also said she's going to stick around for like a peaceful or smooth transition of responsibilities between her and the next CEO/president.
Okay.
And then she came and she was like, that's it. She was done. So, man, it's not the first time we've seen it, and I think it has a lot to do with Mark Davis. I think Davis's head maybe has gotten quite large since the move to Vegas.
Okay.
And his net worth has gone up quite significantly.
Okay.
But I mean, I was shocked. Not a lot, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
What was the reasoning for his resigning? I guess we're not going to the gym tonight.
The reasoning, I mean, in his statement that he put out, it wasn't really a reason. It was just that he felt it was time for somebody else to take over and run that part of the organization. And, he felt that seeing the stadium through in Vegas was one of the highlights of his 30-year career with the organization, and felt that it's time for somebody else to take over.
So right now, Dan Ventrell, did I say his name right?
I don't know. I seen who they said, but a lot of people. You don't really know who a lot of the people are.
Yeah, well, they just said he's going to assume the role.
Yeah.
As a right role. Yeah. So, like, what are your thought processes on when he was president? What do you think about it? Like,
I mean, Well, you got to think the CEO / president, their job is basically the business side of the organization, so they don't really have a whole lot to do with, player decisions and stuff like that. But I mean, I think.
Mhm.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, why was it such a big deal? Like people were making it such a big deal that he was resigning. Like,
Because he was one of the big masterminds behind the move to Vegas. He was the one who oversaw the construction of the stadium and stuff like that.
that's
Like basically, his job was to oversee the stadium construction, work the PSLs. He probably had a hand in setting ticket prices and all of that stuff. I mean, it's the president of an NFL team. Like, so, I mean, it's obviously a big deal because how many presidents of teams do you see leaving teams? And I mean, he's been with the organization for 30 years. So he started out in, what was it, 90, 91 or 97 or something as a what was it? A training camp driver.
He said he was the administrative assistant to Art Shell's coaching staff in 1992 before he moved to finance department in 1995.
Yeah, in 91, he started out as a training camp driver.
Where he helped create a depth chart for the Raiders based off the salary cap. He became the CEO in 2004, becoming the interim president in 2013 following Amy Trask's resignation, and had the interim tag removed in 2015. So he's president for about 8 years. But he's done it all, though.
Yeah.
He's moved up and down the locker room, like the ladder.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a shock to people inside the organization. A lot of people didn't know that he was going to resign.
So this is just like out of nowhere. This wasn't like.
It was completely out of nowhere. There's a lot of people. It's just like I messaged somebody with the team, and they were like, "Yeah, that was a shock." So okay. I mean, it's got to have something to do with Davis. Davis had to upset him or something.
And do you think that the guy that they promoted is just going to keep the interim tag at some point in time and just continue to be the president like they did with Badain?
I don't know.
It's Dan Vitrelli, Ventrelle. He's a team executive vice president.
I don't know. I'd like to see a minority in that position.
I definitely agree. But again, I'm not gonna bash the Raiders. Like the Raiders do it. They're great at that. So you mean?
Yeah.
All right.
That's one thing that nobody can bash about the Raiders is they're always. What am I looking for? They're always
diversified.
Up to speed with like diversity issues.
Yep. They're a very diversified organization. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd like to see a minority, but I mean, it's not very often you see a CEO or president position come open. So
true.
It's that doesn't get a lot of talk about like who's out there. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they could put in that position.
I just wanted your reaction because I thought it was kind of interesting. Just when I saw it come up, I was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's get his reaction on it." All right.
I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked because, I mean, I feel like the Raiders got to do something, so to speak.
We know what they got to do.
Yeah, but we know that's not going to happen anytime soon.
We know what they got to do.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I mean, it was a shock for everybody. Nobody's seen it coming. I think there's only one person that's seen it coming, and we're never going to get the story out of them.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Him and Mark Davis were the only two that knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So since we're staying in Vegas right now, because there's all that news about Oakland, about what happened with the Oakland A's, the Oakland Athletics, and how the city of Oakland approved a waterfront property for them. And they basically, I don't know the terms of the deal, but they wanted a waterfront property. They approved a waterfront property for them, and they basically said it was a swing and a miss. And I think this is one of those things where the city has let them flirt with the prettier, sexier girl. Because to be 100% honest, Vegas is way more sexy than Oakland. And I think they let them flirt, and they realized what they could get. They saw what we did with the Knights. They saw what we did with the Raiders. Unfortunately, we haven't done shit with the Aces, and I'm so sorry. So that's going to come soon because Mark Davis owns him now. But at the same time, they saw what we did with the Aviators. Like, if you're paying attention, you're knowing what that minor league ball club is. We literally just built them a brand new fucking stadium for the Aviators. So that's up in downtown Summerlin. So you get tons of people that go there. Nice little stadium. I haven't been particularly myself, but I don't really watch baseball. So, but if the A's came, I would definitely be watching them. They would be my new favorite team. What are your thoughts about the A's? What do you think about that?
So when we brought it up earlier, I pulled it up, and it looks like the sticking point is the Oakland A's want the city
to help
pay for the stadium. So it looks like the sticking point is the $855 million they're looking for the city to either cover or pitch in for.
No. And I can see that because, again, like, Vegas chipped in a lot for the stadium with the Raiders, and there was no taxpayer money. It was all resort fees.
Yeah, it's all.
Again, that's a very easy thing for teams to get money out of Vegas, because we have something that a lot of places don't have, and that's the tourist attraction and all the gambling and all of the hotels and all that other stuff. So
they definitely don't have that in Oakland.
Yeah. So, and I think that's, as a city, like Oakland, what the fuck did y'all do?
You got the Raiders left, the Golden State Warriors left.
Raiders gone. Golden State got good. Won you some titles, and then out ya.
And they went right across the bay.
Now you're about to lose the A's. So, I mean, I would love to see the A's come. Like, I like the Royals. I'm not really even a baseball fan. I like the Royals because I'm from Missouri, and I just feel like I got to like them. But that's because we don't have a team here. But honestly, if the A's came, I may have to like the A's. I'll definitely like the A's. I'll definitely like them. But I may have to pull more for the A's than I would have to for the Royals, because it's a totally different thing. Like, I would love to see the A's come here.
Yeah,
I would absolutely love. I think this would be great. We could build them a stadium wherever the fuck they want.
Right.
Where y'all want it at?
Like we were talking earlier. Like, we want a waterfront. We'll build you a lake.
We got you. We got you. Where the fuck? Where do you want? We will put a lake behind. Look, just so people, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna show.
Looks like they voted on.
I'm not showing my address, but let's see.
Yeah, don't show your address.
I ain't showing my damn address. I'm showing. Where's it at? Grand Canyon, Alexandria. So it's down. I'm not even talking about that little ass lake that they have. Like just a couple places. This right here. So people don't think, like, this is small, but we still got shit. Like, this is a little lake that they built. That's a little man-made lake that they built. And then you got this golf course right here. And then you got this place right here. This is what I was talking about. The desert, this place right here. These are all, like, can I get a satellite view? We will build you some lakes, okay? We'll build you some. If you want some lakes, we got you. Look, that's Lake Jacqueline. We got your ass. I promise you. We do our damn shit, Oakland. You are more than welcome to come here and become the Las Vegas Athletics. I think that sounds amazing. Amazing. And we'll put you wherever the hell you want to be at. Where you want to be at. You want to be on the strip next to the Raiders? Cool. What's next to it? Psh, demolished. Doesn't matter. We're great at demolishing too.
But it's like I told you. It makes sense to put the athletic stadium right next to the Raider stadium. And
if something was there, we would demolish it.
Well, half the shit around the Raider Stadium isn't even used.
They could put it where the old Stardust used to be. That place,
Yeah.
resort. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of places they can put that shit. If you don't want to be on the strip, cool. We could put you off the strip, or we could put you near the base. You don't really want to be down there, or we could put you up in Summerlin, up by Bishop Gorman, all them. We could put you in Henderson. Shit, there's Lake Las Vegas. Wherever you want, we got
you. And you're about to have the new AHL stadium down there.
Exactly. And just think of what we've done. Y'all have not seen the way the city goes after the Raiders, and I do not think that the city will be all Raiders like they are Knights. Like, I have seen tons of Raider shit, but it's a totally different atmosphere. Like, a lot of people here have their own teams. Hockey was something that was not very big here. You had other teams that were here, and then like that you've rooted for. So like my friends rooted for the Bruins or somebody else. So them moving here, a lot of people converted to Raiders fans, but baseball, there's tons of baseball fans here. We'll love you. And I mean, you can play. You'd have an advantage too. You play in the summer. That's again what I don't understand. Y'all play in the summer. We'll give you a stadium with a retractable roof, and when y'all rivals come, we'll open that bitch up, and that would the sun just beat straight down on their ass when they're in the outfield. We'll open it, and the sun will beat straight down on their ass, and then they'll get dehydrated and pass out. They'll need like 65 people to play the summer here. So that's all I'm saying. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
God damn, you just jump off. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Look, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but I think I'm trying to see what's going on with this game, and I keep forgetting about it. I ain't got the cable, so I'm trying to find the link. I'm getting the link right now. That's how we be doing it. All right, 4-2 Milwaukee. Who y'all think gonna win this game? I personally think that the Bucks are gonna win this game. I think Chris Paul and them got to play.
I'm gonna go for the Suns.
Oh, I'm going for the Suns. I'm pulling for them. But like I saw the stat. The stat is like a team that is down 3-2 wins these series 19% of the time.
We've seen stranger things happen though.
Motherfucker, we're not watching Netflix shows, okay? There's no Netflix shows going on right there.
Were you around for 2020 and the beginning of 2021?
I was around for all of it. What are you talking about? 2021 still sucks. Still fucking sucks. The unvaccinated pandemic. Y'all shut the fuck up. Speaking of unvaccinated pandemic, the Olympics. What was that team? Well, first of all, we know the Olympics. I don't know. I don't care if you guys
the Polish swimming team.
Yeah, I don't care if you guys think it should go on or not. But like, there was something on ESPN. They were basically saying, should we withdraw our team because of how many COVID issues it was? I think it was like 70 people in Olympic Village have COVID or have tested positive for COVID or showing symptoms of COVID or waiting for COVID results, something of that nature. And I also heard that ESPN, they said that the IOC and most athletes, 85% of the athletes in the Olympic Village are vaccinated. So like right now, Zach LaVine's not traveling with the to Tokyo because of quarantine or COVID protocol. We know that Bradley Beal is not making the team. Yeah, he entered COVID-19 protocols. Bradley Beal's not doing it because of COVID. So I mean, and then what do y'all think about it? What is and should the Olympic team go? Should we be having the Olympics? Like, what do you think, Geremy?
I mean, I'd like to find that whole COVID problem over there, but I mean, we're seeing it get worse by the day. And the Olympics start what, on Friday, Saturday?
Yep.
Thursday, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. They're starting soon.
So, I mean, yeah, and then you're only going to – the problem, like, if it's as bad as they say it is, which I haven't seen what the headline you were talking about, but, I mean, if it's as bad as they say it is, it's only going to get worse after the opening ceremonies.
Yeah, Friday, July 23rd.
But, I mean, the opening ceremonies, each team is only allowed 12 players or 12 athletes to walk in the opening ceremony.
So it's 71 cases of COVID-19 linked to Olympic Games in Tokyo.
But, like, is that So where is the Olympic Village? Is it at the Olympic site or is it?
It's like right off the Olympic site.
Is it Narita? The one like just like 35 miles away or something?
I don't know exactly where it's at. Yeah. Hold on. But the gymnasts added to the COVID list have tested positive. Organizers say 71 people have now tested positive. That includes 31 among the tens of thousands of international So 41. So 31 people were of the tens of international visitors expected to in Japan to compete or work. So yeah.
I mean, I'm torn with what I think because I want to see the Olympics because right now everything's boring. The only thing we got going on is the NBA Finals.
So selfishly reasons we want to watch the Olympics.
But I mean, if the problem's that bad, then I mean, send everybody back home.
Well, they basically just said, I saw it came through like 10 hours ago. It was updated 2 hours ago that the chief doesn't rule out an 11th hour cancellation of the Olympics. Also, there was a poll, and I could be mistaken. I heard this on ESPN as well, but I didn't really do the research on this part. That a lot of people in Japan do not want the Olympics happening.
I mean, I can understand that.
They're not for it. So I'm not sure exactly like what I'm not sure if it's a smart thing to do. Have all these. Why can't we do it through Zoom? Why can't they have a Zoom or StreamYard?
Well, then you're going to run into the issue that we had talked about with the Tyreek Hill thing with that run. That charity run they did.
Oh yeah.
And the other guy.
Yeah.
You got different timers in different states in different countries.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's to say that? I mean, I don't like that.
It's very simple. Very simple. You go down to your local track. You get on your phone. You get an attachment that is attached to you. Your phone faces this way. You get in your stance. They say go, you fucking take off. And then when you get to the finish line, they look at all the footage. They got the race. They see who crosses the line first. Problem solved. We're fucking 2021.
Yeah, but it's 2021 and you're having problems with your internet.
God damn, you're right. They shouldn't be. I'm not the Olympics. They shouldn't be in that shit. Okay. Or you have them run a race. Has to be videotaped. Run whatever they're going to do in this situation. I don't know how to do other team sports, but run whatever they're going to do. Come here, babies. Run whatever they're going to do in this situation. We're going to say running. Run the 100 meters. You videotape them running 100 meters. You send that video in. Okay.
You know that can be edited, right?
I don't give a fuck. You send that video in. Okay. And then if you got 30 edited videos, bitch, it's just like fucking them being on steroids. It's okay. Most people will be on it. It'll be a fair, level playing field. You the dumbass that did. There's got to be other way. Okay, how about this? How about we go old school and have Nintendo figure out how to make the power pad work again on the Switch? Remember the power pad? You remember the power pad, right?
Of course.
Right? Okay, so hear me out. Nintendo, you guys are in Japan, I'm pretty positive. Get on this shit, okay? Listen to me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the power pad from back in the day, and you gonna make that work with the this thing. You gonna make that work with the what's it called? The Switch, and you go send switches out to everybody that is in the that thing. You gonna send switches out to everybody. That's every Olympic athlete, okay? And what you do is, huh? Yeah, that thing. You ain't never seen that shit?
I've never seen that one. I mean, I've heard about Power Pad, but I've never.
Boy, I used to have one. I used to fuck this shit.
I grew up poor. We didn't have enough money for that.
I used to fuck this shit. When this came out, this was like the one thing that they had. It was this, and it came with the system. It was Duck Hunt, Mario Pad, or Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers, and you got the power pad and like a power pad game for it, right? And it was all one system as a bundle. Those were the only 3 games I had for like fucking 7 years.
Look,
Like,
I had an Atari for the longest time.
So did I. So that was the power pad, and then they had the game. Hold on, watch. I'm gonna look. I'm a. If y'all watch, I'm a power pad world. Yeah, this one, the world class track meet. This game right here. So you got world class track meet. This one right here. So you'd have so you'd have the power pad, and you run on that.
I never played that with the power pad, though.
Oh, buddy, I used to fuck that shit up for hours at a time. I remember with the long jump, you would go as fast as you could, and then you'd step off the side of the power pad. Woo! And then stop. And then stop, because you couldn't jump in the air, and that's how you go longer and longer and longer. But anyway, I'm going back to my point. I got a little out of hand. You send that shit to all the fucking athletes, and they play the game. If their internet doesn't work, disqualified automatically. It's like a false start. Automatically disqualified. And that's how we do it.
Why don't we just cancel this year, do it next year, and then have the next Olympics in 3 years instead of 4?
How about we just do my fucking idea, because they already got volleyball on Wii Sports. They already got this shit. They can already do this shit. Give them all Wii remotes. Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck the bullshit. Zoom. That's how the Olympics should be played. How would you do wrestling? WWE. That's how we would do that shit.
Oh my God.
Not 2K20 because it sucked. Do 1960. I mean, we maybe go all the way back to Nintendo 64, No Mercy. Figure out how to fucking put that shit on there, and then we play Royal Rumble, and all wrestlers get in together. All weight classes too. We ain't playing this bullshit weight class. All y'all motherfuckers get in at the same time. Winner is the last person to Royal Rumble. Hey, and if you don't know how to play, oh fucking well. That shit. Boxing, fight night. Let's go. Fight night champion right now. That's how we do boxing. What else they got? Judo. I'm not 100% sure how we would do judo, but go with me on this. UFC, only grappling moves. No punch stone. Okay. Let's do this. What other sports they got that we could do? Shot putting, all that shit that could be taken care of in like Wii Sports and all that. What other Olympic sports am I missing? Am I missing anything outstandingly bad?
Swimming. How you gonna do swimming?
Motherfucker, they got that shit. They got that shit in Mario versus Sonic Olympics. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck, we could do just Mario versus Sonic Olympics and be done with that shit. It'd be all gravy. That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. That's what I think they do. I think they just look. I think it was rushed. I'm not sure what they would have done. They just didn't. They say they didn't realize there's nothing. I don't know, but I just don't think it's extremely smart to have everybody from all over the world come in to do the Olympics. I mean, we saw what happened with the football season and all. Or here's a better idea, okay? You fly them all out separately. They get their own plane. They don't go on a regular airport. All the Olympic people, the IOC, you give them each their plane. They teams go with their plane. They go straight to their hotel. Then they don't even race against other people. They just run. You did one team, you clock their times, have an IOC member there, clock their times the whole entire race. Do another team, clock their times the whole entire race. Continue doing that shit. That's how you do that. Volleyball, I don't know. Okay. Track, I got track down. And then you put that shit in a simulation. And then you put some skin on it, like the old Blade Runner from fucking like with Arnold Schwarzenegger on that shit. You know, like some Terminator shit. And then that's how we watch that shit. Like we could do mocaps. We could just put computer shit on their body and let them play fake games and then have a computer analyze and simulate it. And then we're going to give out participation trophies anyway, so everybody gets a medal. So, but yeah, with all no bullshit. I'm a little high right now, so no bullshit.
You get a trophy, and you get a trophy.
You get a trophy.
You get a trophy.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. my thought processes are on this are really, really. I don't know if I would go to the Olympics. I think it's very hard for me to say as an athlete, that's your dream, that's what you want to do. But I'm not 100% positive I'd be going in this scenario. And I wouldn't be going because I damn sure wouldn't be vaccinated. And I'm not vaccinated now. So
I mean,
I'm not.
But I mean, I've traveled throughout the whole situation.
I would definitely know. It's not even the traveling. It's just how many different people you have coming from different areas and different all meeting in the area. And your immune system's already a little down anyway while flying. Then you're going to be doing an active activity with all the stress and everything. I'm just not sure I would want to do that. That would be but I don't know because I've never been that high level of an athlete. So let me just shut the fuck up.
I feel like if they want to keep it going, they should have brought everybody in like a month and a half beforehand, and kind of
quarantine everybody right off the bat.
And then kind of create like a bubble like they did for hockey
or the NBA
and the NBA.
Look, so, when we say bubble, we say NBA.
Well, hockey had one of the better ones.
The best bubble.
Not really a bubble, but they had one of the.
Look, they had a bubble in Disney World. Disney World. It's the happiest place on earth. Okay. So
I mean, I feel like if they were going to do it this year, they should have brought everybody in early, quarantined everybody. Everybody had to be there by June 1st. Quarantine everybody for 2 to 3 weeks. Then you go into, your training, your practices, your whatever you got to do. And then, everybody is in one area. They're not allowed to leave. So like they bring in kind of like they did in Canada. I think in Canada, like for the NHL, they brought in like food vendors and stuff that stayed there.
So you're talking about the bubble, like the NBA?
Yeah.
Like Disney World.
Well, I'm not talking about the NBA. I'm talking about hockey, like what they did in Canada.
But I'm saying you could just, I got you. It's they basically had everything, so it was all indoors, so they didn't have to leave for shit. Everything was all inclusive. All inclusive.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it sucks because you're in Japan and you can't go nowhere, but I mean, it's what you got to do right now.
So let's talk let's get on a brighter side, a little lighter side, a little funnier side, because that was not the point of it, but because just everything that's going on with the Olympics right now, you can't shy away from that subject. What happened with the Polish?
So six players six athletes from the swimming team from Poland were sent back to Poland from Tokyo because of an admin error.
And what was the admin error?
They accidentally had too many athletes.
They selected too many people. You have one job. One. To count them as they get on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When the fuck did you get to 6 too many? Like if you said we bring 2 for injury replacement, but 6? Y'all trying to field a separate team? Is that what y'all trying to do? Like, what is we doing? I just thought that must suck. And how do you decide?
Bro, as an athlete, I'd be fucking pissed. And these athletes are pissed because they wrote a letter to, I forget who they said it was, but they wrote a letter basically chastising the organization because now you just made Poland look stupid because
you can't count.
So, I mean, you jeopardize sponsorships and, donations and all of this because how you gave 6 athletes hope, sent them to Tokyo
in a pandemic.
Then you basically punched them in the mouth, knocked all their fucking teeth out, and sent them back to Poland.
They said they came in and said, "Look, guys, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. 6 of you have to go. There's no. What do you mean 6 of us have to go? look, there were some mistakes made. We all have to take accountability. Some of you shouldn't have been here, and you knew that. And we picked 6 too many. Okay, so you 6 get the fuck out. Like, how the fuck did that go? How did you call them in and break their heart? Like,
and you sent them all the way to Tokyo
in a pandemic.
like how?
And then told them they gotta go back home. They got unpacked. Do you know how mad they were the whole trip home?
Bro, I'd have been fuming. You know how pissed off I get. I'd have been fucking paying for Wi-Fi and making calls while I was on the fucking plane in the air.
It would have been like, could you just imagine, like, you come home 3 days later?
Bro, it's dirty. I don't know how.
What happened? My team didn't pick the right people. Like, how do you even feel okay with that? Like, how can you say you picked the right people? Like, do you have confidence that you picked the right people on the swim team? Like,
absolutely not.
I just don't even know. All right, the last thing that we got on board to cover, unless we get some comments going on and people telling us what we want to talk about, we got Aaron with Aaron Rodgers. The news with Aaron Rodgers, him turning down the extension for Green Bay. It was a 2-year extension. He'd become the highest paid player in NFL history, the highest paid player at the time. So we're talking
about it would have kept him in Green Bay for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Talking about over $43 million. Now I know I've heard the guaranteed money. I've heard that. I've heard some people say it was about the guaranteed money. They've heard rumors and their sources have say it's about the guaranteed money. What do you think?
I think it has to do with the GM. I mean, because we've seen him come out and say he doesn't want to play for that GM. He doesn't want to be a part of the organization that he's the GM of.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't think it has anything to do with the money, though, right?
Like, I didn't see the guaranteed issue. I haven't seen what the contract was.
I didn't either. I just heard people on Twitter say that they've heard, some people that we have in group chat and some of their sources. And to be fair, a lot of these people, when they say shit, are actually telling accurate shit. Like, a lot of them have friends that are in very similar to, like, your friend that you have that you don't have that relationship with yet, but maybe sooner or later those things come out and you'd be like, yo, what are you hearing about this? Oh, I heard it was about guaranteed money. And that's kind of how that goes. Is what I'm hearing from the people that I talk to.
I'm trying to find the issue with the guaranteed money.
So,
I mean, they were willing to give Rodgers more than $45 million a year. $14.7 million. The current.
Look, I don't think it has anything to do with I don't think it has anything to do with money in the contract because he turned it down. He didn't renegotiate it. He didn't do a counter offer. There was no talk about a counter offer. It was literally he turned down a 2-year extension. So I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think you're 100% right. I think it has to do with Aaron Rodgers not wanting to play for the organization. But I don't think it has to do with as much with the GM.
It's got to do with management.
I think it has to do with the organization in a whole. Hear me out, okay? So you just seen Tom Brady go to the Tampa Bay Bucks and win and get everything he wanted. They fucking gave him everything. They don't go out and get any receivers whatsoever still in this. Like they don't go out and get them. They don't go out and get you help at the skill positions. They're not going out and getting them. I think they might have. Did they draft a receiver in the later rounds? I know in the first round, I think they took a DB, right?
I don't remember.
So, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. I'm always wrong. I'm wrong a lot, so it wouldn't be. But you don't go out and get any skill positions. You don't go out and upgrade your skill positions, which a lot of people thought that you should have. So he saw what happens when you're a free agent on a market like Tom Brady, of a caliber of Tom Brady or a caliber of Aaron Rodgers. We're not saying Green Bay's going to do that, but he knows whatever team he picks. If he can get out of his contract and they can release him or trade him, they're basically giving him whatever the fuck that he wants. That's one thing I think. The second thing I think is he's seen this happen before. And when I say he's seen this happen before, he's seen the Green Bay Packers draft a quarterback in the mid-20s when they still had an all-pro Hall of Fame quarterback on their roster. He was that quarterback they drafted in the mid-20s. Yeah. So he knows how this works. He knows what's happened. He knows the playbook. He knows the game plan. He understands that no matter if it's you or this management or this GM, this is the organization, this is the way that things run. Whether it's this coach or not, they're all going to buy into it because this is what they have done for years and they continue to do. And I think he's like, no, I'm not going to sign a contract because you're not going to lock me into me no longer controlling my career. Yeah. I think it's all about he wants to control where he goes. He wants to have some control in what's going on around him in his career with the organization. And he literally wants to get put on a platter like Brady did. Like not going to Denver, going places where they're not winning, they're not competing right now, and winning and them giving everything that they want and making every move that they want. And again, no matter what Green Bay does, he's not signing with them because he's seen this before. Yeah. Brett Favre did not want to go to New York Jets, but he had no choice. He knows what they'll do. They'll trade his ass to fucking Jacksonville. He knows. They'll send his ass to fucking Milwaukee. Well, they're in Milwaukee. God damn it. They're in Wisconsin. Never mind. I'm just saying Milwaukee because I'm watching the game. So it's the only thing that came to my mind was Milwaukee. What are your thoughts on that? The thoughts of Brady? What I said with Brady, wanting more control. He's seen this game plan before. What do you think?
I could agree with that. I feel like he's at a point in his career where he knows exactly what he wants. And
I need a refill. Keep talking though. I'm listening.
I mean, he's gonna get what he wants one way or another. So.
Do you think he's playing this year?
I think he'll play, but I don't think he'll be happy. And I think it comes down to, I think he'll play if he doesn't have to deal with management. I think if he's got to deal too much with management, I don't think he's going to play.
Okay. So, yeah, he's not playing then.
So, I mean, I don't think he's not going to play. I think he'll show up, but I don't think he'll do anything.
Aaron Rodgers, to me, is too competitive to show up and do something.
Like, I mean, if it were me and I was trying to make a point, I would show up and be like, I'm not playing. You can't find me because I showed up.
This is again, I get what you're saying, but I just think he can't do that. I don't think he can sit on the sideline and do that. I think that would bother him. I think, and he knows that by going to play for them, he's good enough. And the team he has around him is good enough at this point in time to get where they need to be. Is it good enough to win a Super Bowl? Maybe, maybe not. They're never going to suck bad enough with him not playing, with him playing for them to trade him. It's not going to happen. He's going to have to sit out.
Yeah.
I mean, if Carson Wentz can force his way out of fucking Philadelphia, Aaron Rodgers should be able to get his way out of fucking. I know they're two totally different spectrums. And I'm not comparing their careers, but you have a young guy that literally had an MVP season 3 years ago, that came off an injury, that has plenty of time to grow, and you have an older guy that is aging that probably has 5 to 6 more years. Like, if this young guy can force his way out, there's no way Aaron Rodgers can.
Yeah, but Wentz came off an injury just to go back on injury.
Yeah, but there's no way he can not force his way out, is my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I could see it go either way. I could see him playing, but I can also see him not playing.
I think he has to sit.
Right. Yeah.
I think he sits.
Because I mean, what if he doesn't show up to training camp on the 27th, he gets what? He gets fined. What is it? $50,000 a day or something?
You know what he'll go do? He'll go co-host Jeopardy once a week. Make up his money.
Oh my!
He'll turn into Pat McAfee and go to the WWE and be a sideline reporter.
Yeah.
Like, let's not act like Aaron Rodgers does not have options for the year to make money.
Right.
Are you gonna feed them? State Farm. Oh, it's sorry. She just found out that I didn't feed the dogs, and I was like, no, because I knew you were coming home. So that's what my dog was telling her. She was like, hey, feed me. But that's my issue. I just don't think that I don't think he's gonna play. I think he's too competitive. They're too good, and the only way. Look, you got to start hurting their pockets. And what's worse, having a pissed off person that's not playing, that you don't have to pay him or whatever, but it's guaranteed money wherever the fuck you can get him. But you have an asset you can't use. It's the same thing with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That is not smart business. Like Triple H and Vince McMahon says, what's best for business? That is not best for business.
Well, I don't think the WWE knows what's best for business anymore right now.
Look, I don't think they really. I'm sorry. You didn't watch Money in the Bank.
You just fire a quarter of your fucking talent just out of nowhere.
Yeah, you didn't watch Money in the Bank. They just bring John Cena back.
I mean, I watched John Cena's back. Fucking Goldberg's back.
Yeah, they're about to make some money. Back. SummerSlam's about to make some money. Watch, because of John Cena and Roman Reigns. Watch. Yeah. It's going to make some money. John Cena moves the needle.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then you got Goldberg.
Yeah, well, fuck a Goldberg. Fuck his old. I mean, I can't stand him.
But you got two kind of old school people with Bobby Lashley and Goldberg.
No, you got fucking an old school style wrestler that actually is an MMA fighter that fought at Bellator and Bobby Lashley. And you got a fucking 60-year-old man in Goldberg. Fuck that.
Who can outperform either one of us at anything?
They're not even close. I don't give a. That doesn't mean shit. They're not even close. Like,
except for maybe smoking weed. Then they're gonna lose.
They can't outperform me in that. I'll put you on their table. That's not even close. Like, there are so many other talents that they could have on the roster than instead of fighting Bobby Lashley. Like, there's just so many other talents. They just squashed Kofi Kingston. So Bobby Lashley, if he faces Goldberg, he's losing. He's losing. He's not John Cena. He's not putting somebody over. They'll lose, and then Big E will come take the title from him. So,
but no, I mean, I can see Rodgers doing either one. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out on July 27th.
Rodgers is chilling at home, smoking cigars, throwing passes to models. Rodgers don't give a fuck.
We'll know. We'll know pretty much for sure come July 27th.
He's doing a discount double check. He don't give a fuck. Hey, discount double check. You remember that dumbass commercial? Yeah, he's making so much money.
I remember that stupid fucking commercial.
Milwaukee's up. I kind of knew this was going to happen, but it's not a big league. It's only 3. It's only 3. I might be a little bit behind. But it's only 3.
It's 5.
Well, it's about to be 5. Let's go. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm like 10 seconds behind. 15 seconds behind.
But what are your thoughts on the Cam Akers news?
So this is the thing. In the fantasy world, that is huge. That is absolutely huge. Like, a lot of people in the chat and everything were talking about how they had him as a bounce back year. He was going to have a great year, breakout year, all this stuff. Like, they had a lot of stock in him. I'm not really sure. Like, outside of fantasy, I don't expect the Rams to do good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sucks because of the torn Achilles. He's a young guy. He's gonna bounce back sooner or later. He misses his old year. he he was just starting to come into his own.
So that dog sitting over there looking at you like, see, that's what you get, motherfucker, for not feeding me.
I got a kernel.
Go ahead and choke on that fucking popcorn. He's saying
exactly. So, but and that's my thing. I'm not 100% positive though. Like, I don't, and I know people are high on the Rams. I know people are high on the Rams because of Matthew Stafford. I completely don't understand that, but he had fucking Calvin Johnson. Like, he had Calvin fucking Johnson. Like, let's not act like he had like 17 fucking coaches. Not one head coach could get it out of him. But that's my thing. I'm not sure. Fantasy wild, fantasy he'd have been huge. He wasn't somebody that was on my list because I figured he'd be gone before I picked, depending on what I picked at. Yeah. Definitely in my dynasty, he's not.
Well, that reminds me, I got to start up our Benchwarmers fantasy.
Oh, that reminds me, we're already in another league.
Yeah, well, I got to do ours. Well, I still got to buy the first place trophy and shit from last year.
All I know is we're in a league with a whole bunch of fantasy football people. Me and you are running a team together. So we
seen how my decisions went last year.
That don't even count. We weren't playing with real fucking people. Like, we weren't, but we weren't.
Hey, it counts. First place counts, and no matter what.
When the number 2 or 3 pick is a fucking punter or kicker.
That was only one person.
Your whole league is done. Your whole fucking league is done.
But that was one person.
Well, that was like a second pick.
Look, and my draft got what? A fucking F or a D from the fucking grade?
Yeah. No, I remember. Just remember you releasing Lamar Jackson because you couldn't put him on injury.
Yeah.
And then the guy you played had Lamar Jackson. So you just squeaked by.
Hey, a win is a win, baby.
Foul.
Oh, 31-33.
Yeah, I think that's a foul right there, though. Shooting free, though. Yeah. Mikael Bridges. If they can keep this close, then good. Then they might be able to pull it out.
What's going on with Chris Paul?
Old.
It doesn't seem like he's been
real talk
in the last couple games.
Real talk. Drew Holiday is a beast. He's a beast. Drew Holiday is a very good defensive player. They can put PJ Tucker on him. He's also had to play a lot of defense. And the Bucks are more physical and bigger right now because of the injuries to the Suns. So, and I just think that's all it is. They just focus more on Chris Paul and stopped his momentum, which Chris Paul has to have a great game today for them to win. Which I just don't see them beating Milwaukee. In Milwaukee. Like.
So who's the player that gets a ring no matter who wins?
Huh?
Isn't there a player that gets a ring no matter if anybody wins?
What do you mean? So is there a player that gets a ring if the Bucks win? And there's a player, that same player can get a ring if the Suns win?
Yeah.
No, it's just like football. Your team wins. I mean, when it comes to the championship, it's just like NFL, except it's the best of 7. It's just
Torrey
like
Craig.
Huh?
Torrey Craig.
Torrey Craig gets a ring if either one of them win?
will be awarded an NBA Finals ring regardless of who wins.
Oh, because he played for both teams.
Yeah, I guess he started the team with.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were asking, was there was like that happened on a regular basis? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I seen something about it a while ago, but I couldn't remember who.
He played some of his season with the Bucks, and then
Then went to the Suns. Then he went to the Suns.
Yeah, he played 18 games with the Bucks and 32 games with the Suns. I don't know. I've never heard no shit like that. That's crazy. Yeah, he gets a ring regardless.
Yeah, because I saw something a while ago. I forget that said something. I just didn't remember who it was. The Chiefs also got a player back though.
Yeah, because he played even though he only played 18 games, he was on the team until March. That's crazy. No, babe, what'd you feed her? Oh, I'm not giving. Oh, I was gonna say her. I'm giving her some things. She's eating it. I got sausage in case she wasn't eating it. Because she was eating the other food. Yeah, she wants the tuna like Lola. She was eating it. Oh. But now she's letting you. Okay, so I'm sorry, my mom's dog's not eating, and I forgot to tell her which food to give her. So. Dog's wrong, man. Yeah, so that'd be a very cool story. But the Suns should win, so that's all that's pissing me off. Okay, Suns are up 35-33. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on.
Not a lot.
That's why I'm kind of selfish. I want the Olympics to go on, but then I look at the reality part of it, and it's like.
It's honestly, I'm not sure it should go on, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'll enjoy it either way. Might have to pick up baseball again. Neither Royals.
We have to go to some Aviators games or something.
No.
Because we're not going to the game this weekend.
No. I'm not going to any Aviator games. No. You know why? It's an outdoor fucking stadium. Motherfucker, it's 100 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. No.
Yeah, but it's not 1:15 anymore.
Just because it's not 1:15, it doesn't mean it's not fucking hot as shit. Fuck that. Yeah, I was looking at Aviator tickets, but yeah, since we're not going to that game this Saturday. But anyway, speaking of the Saturday, sports, video game, podcast, this Saturday, we will have Ice Baby 6. We'll have Sam Dunn for Dudes on the Couch. We'll have Lamont Trailer, who's normally on here. We're going to have LaSoul, who's in my Madden League, and possibly my son Devin. And then I think that's everybody. We might have one more person. We'll be talking about all types of sports, video games, Madden. What else are we talking about? Madden. 2K.
Which is
Madden,
the same thing.
2K. FIFA. We just gonna talk about all types of sports and all the shit that that bothers us and that we dislike, or everything. Like in sports, you're just like, oh, dude, why the fuck are you guys doing this? Why can't you just figure out how to do something better? So that's kind of what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna be talking about what we like, what we dislike. I'm sorry, I was putting in our outro real quick, waiting for it to load, and that's why I was stuttering. But we were talking about what we like, what we dislike, and what we'd fix, and then we're just gonna ramble. We're gonna have some games, and we're gonna talk about it. Everybody's gonna have their Twitch channel, not Switch, Twitch. And Geremy won't be here because he is working, but he might catch us on YouTube. So look for his comments. Everybody, make sure you comment down below. if you agree with any of us, or if I was just completely wrong on 90% of the shit I said. That's normally how a lot of shit goes if you read the comments of the Pacquiao video. Yeah. You're wrong. I'm wrong with my prediction. Got you. All right. So anything else you want to say, Geremy? You want to shout anything out? You good?
No, I'm good right now.
All right. So with that, go ahead and take us out.
Put me in, coach.
All right.